Today on Hopped Up Beer Review, we're going to be trying Telluride Pilsner by Telluride Brewing Company out of Telluride, Colorado. Telluride. Hey you, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer we're drinking and reviewing. Appreciate you checking out this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, cheers that notification bell. We would definitely appreciate that feedback. I've got Andy in the attic. I've got Jay. I am Ben. What are we drinking today, gentlemen?
Telluride Pilsner. Telluride Brewing Company. Ben, your can's backwards.
It's right where snow. Showing you the whole can.
There you
go. All right.
Damn it, Ben.
No. Go ahead and let you guys know I've had this one. So,
Jay, I'm sure you've had to have had it, right?
I have not had this. Ben and I were talking about it earlier. This is not a...
You're not a Pilsner guy.
I'm not a Pils guy. Plus, this is also not a mainstream beer out of Telluride.
Really?
It appears over the last year, it's gotten a lot more popularity, and it seems to be in some of the airports and the various restaurants across Denver as we're drinking it. But historically, it hasn't been one of their mainstays.
I mean, I obviously picked this up and just looking at the can art. I mean, it's just so cool. It's like like the 50s kind of logo, and it just reminds you of, I don't know, just classic cool. So I picked it up.
Like in a casino or something, like an old 50s
yeah,
style.
It's like Las Vegas, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Smells like a Pils.
Indeed it does. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
It's nice. This is a 5.2%. Uses the hops of German Magnum, Tettnang, and Czech Saz. Okay. That's all I know about the beer. Telluride Brewing Company, Telluride, Colorado. Founded in 2011. It's a microbrewery. On their website, they said the brew pub is closed until May 23rd of 2024. So I don't know when this will actually air, probably after that. So
do we know why?
Didn't say.
I'm going to cancel my trip to Telluride now.
Yeah, I found some information that we've done Telluride in the past.
Yeah, we've done 2 or 3.
Was it a mixed pack?
Yeah, we did a mixed pack. We had the Face Down Brown, the Kolsch. There's a Mountain Kolsch, and then there was a porter in there.
Their porter was good. I recall the porter.
Yeah, Face Down Brown is their probably their most popular beer.
Mm-hmm.
It's their brown ale, and just by the name, I mean, for skiing, face down. So
I recall not being able to find much information about them in the past, so I did more looking, and I actually found some information about the founders. A couple of guys, one named Fish, one named Tommy. Fish was a brewmaster. Tommy was a bartender. They met at a local bar, platonically, and or platonically, not platonically. Platonically.
He went nuclear.
And they talked about making the perfect beer and opening a brewery and yada, yada, yada. here we are with Telluride Brewing Company.
There you go. All right, Jay. I know you've been to Telluride. We've talked about that a few times on the show here, and you've talked about that at length on a couple of episodes. So I don't think Andy. I don't know that you've been to Telluride. I haven't been to Telluride, but that sounds like a cool place that we need to get corporate to sponsor us to go, so we can try some of them. Some more of their beer.
Would love to. I mean, Telluride, yeah, it's a neat city. I've always enjoyed visiting. It's kind of like, I guess, your love for Steamboat, but I've only been there those times. But it's a neat place. They do a lot there with other festivals, and that's what I'd really like to check out one day. Is probably they do a bluegrass festival, a wine festival. They do like a jazz festival, I think. So in the summertime, that becomes a big thing. But I know several of those they've even installed lottery systems to get tickets to them. So I don't know. Might be more of a pipe dream.
They advertise their elevation here on the can, 8,750 feet above the level of the sea.
Yep. Well, if you have not done so, go ahead and subscribe to Hopped Up Beer Review so corporate will see our worth and maybe one day send us out to Telluride. We would appreciate that. So
to see our worth.
Yeah. Because they don't see it right now.
Always trying to prove yourself to corporate.
Yeah, I know. So
I'm somebody.
Yeah.
Eat somebody.
All right. So I think we've established. I've had this one. Jay, Andy.
Jay's been to Telluride, so I guess I go first.
Wow, Andy. Yeah, I think that's Hopped Up Beer Review tradition here. It states that
Hopped Up
Andy gets to
Beer
go.
Review deduction protocol. Here we are. Really good Pilsner. It's been a while since I've had a really good Pilsner like this. It's got the crisp feeling, just that subtle floral hop. I'm very pleased. I can see, Jay, when you said it's kind of boosted its popularity based, as Pilsners run. It's really good. And Pilsners are easy to be just mediocre and kind of macro feeling, but this got a lot of flavor to it. I really appreciate what Telluride did. Telluride is, impressive on a lot of their beers that at least the ones that we've reviewed. So this one's a winner. I give this one a 7.5. Really good.
All right, Jay.
I mean, I'll agree with you, Andy. As much as I'm not a Pilsner type person, this one is kind of like the epitome of what you would expect from like a German Pilsner. It's got the notes, the flavors. It's pretty easy drinking. It's really good and crisp, like you said. I think they've kind of nailed this one. I'm right there with you on it. It's a 7.5.
Yeah, I mean they've got those type of hops that they're using. They've got a Noble in there with the Tettnang, and then of course the Czech and
it's good.
They're on the right path.
All right. Yep. So I grabbed this one when I was in Steamboat. I know that was mentioned. Steamboat was mentioned earlier. So I grabbed this one just as a off the mountain beer when I was there recently. And was really pleasantly surprised by it because we had done some Pilsners. I'm sorry, we had done some Telluride beers before, and was pleasantly surprised by this one. From the Pilsner aspect, as you kind of mentioned, Andy, that, Pilsners, it can be very easy for them to be very lackluster and just kind of beer in
Mm-hmm.
a sense. And so when I had this one, I was like, okay, I'm going to save 3 of them so that we can do a review for this one, because I really like this one overall. I think it's crisp, easy to drink. It was great coming off the mountain skiing and having one of these and some other things. But I really like this one a lot. Again, I like the logo. I like the can, which is what kind of drew me to it to begin with, because we had done some Telluride. So I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get more Telluride. I kind of want to try some of the other things, but this one just caught my eye. I grabbed it, really liked it. So this one's a 7.5 for me. I think it is exactly what you're looking for in a Pilsner, and a good Pilsner. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Wish we could get more of it. This would be a fantastic keg beer if I could ever get it in a keg, which I likely never will. That is easy math. Even I can do. That's a 7.5 for the Pilsner from Telluride Pilsner from Telluride Brewing Company out of Telluride, Colorado. Definitely one that if you see out in the wild, you need to grab and try for yourself, and let us know down in the comments, or better yet, come by our Hopped Up Beer Review Discord server. That's a fancy way of saying a chat room. And let us know what you think about it. Jump in there, tell us what you think about this beer, maybe some of the other beers that we reviewed, and you can chat with the 3 of us and the others who have joined us. Lastly, if you have any interest in any Hopped Up Beer Review merch, we've got some of that, and Jay is showing some of that off there. So go check out that link below, pick something out for you or a loved one. That would be fantastic. For Andy in the attic and Jay, I am Ben. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.